Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? Nice to see all of you here today. Concepts of reality, manifestation, and everything. You know, once you are connected, right, which you are, you know, the universe will send you like text messages. You know, like your phone, you get text messages and feedback. You know, if you have your phone on, you get notifications. The universe will always give you notifications, just like on your phone or your smartphone. You get notifications on whether you're making the right decision. You'll get notifications on whether you're making the wrong decisions. So it's very important for you to know the signs of notifications from the universe. It's important for you to know the signs that, hey, you're going on the right path, or you may want to deviate a little bit. And this is very instrumental in your reality. You see, this stuff, people don't even know these things, you know, they don't understand that you're always getting signs to show you where you're at, where you're going, how you're flowing, what to do, what not to do. But the problem is we misinterpret, and we're not aware. So today I'm going to teach you a few of the signs that you see every day that the universe is talking to you and helping you to manifest and change your life. Okay, so let's go one of the simplest ones. One of the first signs is if you keep meeting resistance. If you are trying to do something and you're getting a lot of pushback on it, it's the universe telling you, let's go another direction. Don't follow your ego. Your ego will say, come on, one more time. Nope. You don't have a rule of thumb. It's the three. You ever heard that saying, 3 strikes you're out in the sports game, baseball? I don't go 3, I go 2. I make 2 attempts, and if it's meeting resistance, I move another direction, because that's the universe showing me, you know, hey, Signs the universe also show you is your numbers, your synchronicities. You know, when the universe wants you to do something or change something, it's going to alert you with numbers. If you see a lot of numbers, that's the universe talking to you. That's the universe want to get your attention. That's the universe want to open up ways of abundance for you. Depending on the number combination, that's your message. Every number is a message from the universe. Each number you got to decode it. You got to look at the numbers and da-da. The next way the universe will communicate to you and help you to navigate your life is through your dreams. When you go to sleep at night and you dream, oh yeah, the universe is talking to you in your dreams. The universe is showing you something. The other sign the universe is helping you is people. People will come into your life to serve a purpose. They're either there to teach you, to help you, to motivate you, to inspire you, to make you change. That's the universe showing you and helping you. So once you can identify these signs, then you can move accordingly, then you can adjust. Okay? The next way the universe will talk to you. The universe is always showing you something very, very crucial. The universe is always showing you about yourself, the self you have. You see, the universe knows, or your higher self knows, that you don't have a self. It knows that the self is a program. It's an illusion. It's a concept of the mind. So the game of life, the game of manifesting, is always identifying what the self is so that you can disconnect from that thing. You see, all your self is a bunch of concepts and beliefs that were given to you. You didn't choose yourself, you know that. Yourself was chosen for you. You didn't have a choice. When you were a kid or young, you were subconscious programs. Your logical mind didn't come online until you were 7 or 8 years old. By that time, yourself already developed. So yourself was picked by other people. Imagine going out to the store or something, and then people picking out what you should eat, what you should wear, and you have no choice in it. You're like, all right, let's go. No, today you're eating this. Oh, today you're wearing that. No, but I want to eat that. No, you're going to eat this today. Huh? Okay, you're going to wear this. I don't like that. No, that's what you're going to wear. All right. This is what you're going to believe. Wait a minute. I don't want to believe that. Nope, that's what you're going to believe. Wait, I don't have a choice in belief. Nope, this is the truth. Okay. This is what happens to all of you. And then we grow up and we have this concept. That's not us. So that means you and I were are living someone else's life, someone else's belief. Okay, so you got to remember that. All right, the next important thing now in this process of the game of life and manifesting, all right, you have to do some cleaning energetically so that your manifestations can come into your life. And you have to have some what I call requirements in order for the universe to open up abundance and what bless you and manifest whatever you want. And one of the first major requirement you must have, there's two major requirements to manifest and live a life of abundance. And you have to do these right now. If you can't do this, it's going to be very difficult to sustain consistency in your journey of what you want. And I'm going to tell you why. So let's talk about, well, first, let me throw it to you. What do you think are the two requirements you must have in order to clear the way to manifest your biggest dreams and desires? What are the requirements? Let me see if you guys are thinking on what I'm thinking. Tell me, what are the main requirements? Someone say, let go. Okay. That's after the main requirement. All right. Okay, you guys are good. We see somebody here. All right. So here are the two main requirements you must have. The number one main requirement is you must forgive your parents. You cannot hold anything against your parents for the way you were brought up because they didn't know better. They were programs themselves. So if you're walking around and you're blaming your parents for your situation and you're blaming your parents for the toxicity and the beliefs you have, it's not going to help you. So that's the first thing you got to forgive. Forgive your parents for how they raised you or whatever, because they don't know. The second thing you have to do, you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself for being hard on yourself, for making mistakes and all that. There's no such as mistakes as feedback. Once you can do those two things, then you are now out of the self. You're not an ego. You're not ego driven anymore. Your parents, what your parents learned is what your parents put to you. Always remember this. Love people, hurt people. That's how it works. That's how people show love. Love will show love, hurt people will show love by hurting, emotionally hurting. That's just how we are conditioned and we are programmed. Okay? So once you forgive your parents and you forgive yourself, you are now free from the self, because that's what attaches you to a self. Feeling that you are wrong, feeling that you're a victim, that puts you in a lower self, a lower state of vibration. Seeing that you're not a victim, seeing that everything just is and it's what you perceive it to be, and you can let go, that puts you into a higher state of conscious awareness. Now you can start to experience your true authentic self. That's when the floodgates of abundance will open up for you right now. And let me tell you why that happens. Because you see, the problem is this. Once you identify as the self, you are also identifying with limitations. It's a very simple concept. If you identify with the self, you're going to also carry limitations. If you don't identify with the self, you will carry unlimited. That's it. I don't know what else. I'm trying to think of any other way I could put it to make it easy, but without going into like da. Very simple concept. Do you want to be unlimited or you want to be limited? Limitations will always come with a self, with a personality, with a name, with a feeling, with an identity, with a perception of how things are, with a certain belief. Those are self concepts. Yeah, plain and simple. So how do you escape and move from the self to the unlimited version of who you truly are? Well, the first thing you have to do, and we have to change our language. I mean language. We got to change the way we identify things. So one of the biggest things for you to help you to really take you to the next level is you have to stop identifying yourself as a who. I mean, it sounds crazy. You have to stop identifying yourself as a person, man. I mean, you have to stop identifying yourself as a human being. right? Oh, this guy, what is this guy talking about? This sounds wacky and crazy. What's up? What's the guy saying? Well, I'm going to make it make sense to you right now. If you know quantum mechanics and you know the operation of how reality is born and how things become what they are, then this should be very eye-opening to you, because I have news for you. You ready, guys? Here's the news I have to tell you. You are never a self, you are never a who, and you are never a human being. It's impossible. A human being and a self and a who is words and jargon that we created to make our lives make sense. I'll repeat that again. There's no such thing as a human being. It's a thing we make up as here. If you want the truth, I'm going to give you the truth. If you want the illusion, this is the illusion I'm giving you. The illusion is you and I were conditioned and we were believed and we were taught that we are a human being and that we are a who and that we have a self. Quantum physics shows us that that can never be true. It's impossible. Because let me tell you, I'm going to make it simple again. Simple jargon. Here we go. An atom makes up what they call yourself. An atom makes up what they call a human being. So would it be fair to say that you are an atom because that's the ingredients of everything? Do we agree on that? Comment below if that makes sense, so that I can put this to you. So science says that everything comes from the atom, and that the atom creates cells, blood, DNA, everything. Every tissue, every cell, every molecule originates from the atom. So do we guys understand that? That's what quantum physics says, okay? So we are atoms. Atoms gives rise to what you see as human self. Correct? All right, we got that. Here we go. The atom is primarily 0.1% physical. It is 99999999999 empty space. It is nothing. 0.1% is physical. Let's get deeper. When I use the word physical, that doesn't even exist. It's a perception that our brain uses to make the energy of what you are become who you are. Listen again. The energy of what you are, your brain tricks it and makes it a who you are. Got that? Let that sink in. When you get that, anybody that gets that can get the world, can change their life, can do whatever they want. Because now, I just told you, you are a what. You are never a who, and you are never a human being. This is a very important concept, because listen, if you tie to human beings and you tie to a self, you're going to be tied to all the limited beliefs and the limitations and the emotions and the depression and the anxiety that comes with that. Because again, you're going to be tied to a belief. A belief is going to affect your nervous system. Your nervous system is going to affect your body. Your body is going to tell you you're a human being. And you're going to have human being constraints and limitations, man. So you have to start seeing yourself as this thing or what of energy, morph, and you are just here and you are just playing a game of a self. See the difference? I'm not a self, I'm playing the part of a self. That's what you have to see. People associate themselves as a self. I don't associate myself as a self. I associate myself as playing the role of a self. It's a big difference, man. Big difference there. Avatar, yes. See, I know what I truly am. And I know that what I am is always in control and knows what's best for me and will always make the way for me as long as I know how to communicate with what I am. I'll do a series on this. So this is the first series of it. Connecting to what you are. It's called your higher self. It's your higher self. Yes, it's like your higher self is playing a video game. Let's Go Culture says that. That's correct. So, listen guys, listen carefully. I gotta say this again. If you understand this stuff here, then it will completely change your life for the better. Because what it's telling you is that you don't have limitations. Your limitations are self-brought. They don't exist. You bring them on. That's what it's basically, I'm telling you. You cannot have limitations because you're unlimited. The unlimited is what makes you have the illusion of a limitation, man. If you have limitations, your life is going to be limited. If you have unlimitations, your life is going to be unlimited. That is what nutshell of quantum mechanics is saying to you and I. This is a concept you have to have internally, okay? This is something that you have to, it's a mindset. Okay? There's no limitation. Look around. Perfect proof of it, of no limitation, is when you examine the cosmos and we look into the cosmos. We know that we have cosmic inflation, and we know that the cosmos and the universe or multiverse is a continuous expansion of infinity. There is no end to it. And then we can get into the other part of infinity. Did you know there's different parts of infinity? There's infinity in a dimension. There's infinity in another dimension. We're in 3 dimensions. You have infinity in 3 dimensions. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dimensions. They have their own infinity in there. And we can go on and we can go on. Are you aware of that? So once you can get into the infinite version of what you are, you can channel that version to the limitation down here. And you can alter the limitation. And you can adjust the limitation and make it suit the life you want to live. Then that means you become practically unstoppable. Nothing affects you anymore like that. People don't hurt you. You don't take things personal. Because you know, I am not this self that they give me, that my parents gave to me. And then first of all, you forgive your parents and you forgive that self, right? And then you can move into it. And it gives you so much peace. It gives you so much clarity. And then you're on your way, manifesting your deepest desires. It is a very simple thing to do. You just have to get out of your own way. And then also to help you, many individuals, they do need proof. So that's a good thing. Proof sometimes can help you. And the great news is we do have proof now. We have science, we have physics. So when someone can understand physics, and when I'm talking about understand physics, I'm talking about understanding the big picture of what quantum physics says about reality and what we are. That's what I'm talking about. And I made it very simple for you. The only thing that you need to understand is this, and I'll say it again. That you cannot be a self and you cannot be a who. And I'm going to repeat it again because many of you join here. I'll make it very simple. Everything comes from an atom. There's more than there's parts of the atom, but listen. Every cell in your body, everything you look around is made and comprised of what we call an elementary particle from a field. It's called the atom. In your blood, you have atoms. Your cells make atoms. Your DNA have atoms. Without atoms, DNA cells cannot form. If you examine the atom, it is more empty space than physical reality. So therefore, you are more than a physical being. It's impossible. You're more space. You're more nothing. You're more energy. So you cannot be a physical being. A physical being is an avatar that your brain is playing based on the information it's picking up from the atom. You see, when your brain sees the atom, your brain says, all right, I know I'm more energy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the energy, I'm going to make an illusion to make it look like I'm a human being so that I can navigate this 3D world I'm in. It's like a video game. That's all your brain is doing. Your brain is just saying, damn, I know I'm a lot more empty space, but I can't live in invisibility. So let me see what I can evolve. So I'm going to evolve nerves, I'm going to evolve emotions, I'm going to evolve sight, and I'm going to play a role like a being, of a person, so that I can live on this 3D plane and experience it. That's what your brain is doing. But again, it's an illusion that your brain is doing. It's all the same. If it goes back to the source of the atom. The physical body is a part of the illusion. The only thing that's not an illusion about you, listen carefully, the only thing that's never an illusion is your awareness and existence. You're always going to be aware, and you're always going to exist. Those cannot be illusions. You're always gonna. Everything else is the illusion. Once you understand this, you change the game. That's how you can manifest anything you want, guys. That's why you can, if you want to do the lottery, that's how you can do the lottery. You see, you're moving into an unlimited. If you want to make your business, your life, your career, your health, because you're moving into unlimited. You see that? So there's no odds, there's no, probabilities. All of that is not in your frame now, because when you're in an unlimited, infinite thing, everything is possible. And that's what I want to leave you with today. See you again next time.